It's a random house in Indonesia. There's 17 children in a bedroom, and they're all making Just Pee merch.
Hey, you can't go around telling people that.
So it's not that it's not true, I just can't tell them.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Now I'm glad we're on the same page.
Hello, Internet. You're listening to the In Your House comedy podcast with the Babyface and his fellow funny friend. Now hold on to your butts. Keep your arms and legs inside the podcast at all times. Prepare to have an autographical orgasm in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome everybody to another episode of the In Your House comedian podcast, the show where I sit down with one of my fellow funny friends from around the comedy circuit to talk about anything and everything. Today I am joined by the man who puts Cher to shame, puts somebody wants Bono to shame because they're one word for a name. This guy just has one letter. Please welcome Mr. Just P.
Morning. Everyone good?
You know, I like that walking on. I'm going to do that from now on. I'm going to get everyone to stay off shot when they come in. But like, no, get the fuck out. Get away.
Yeah, it's all about the walk on.
Hey, P.
I
like the walk.
Oh, you good, mate?
Yeah, man.
Mate, it's so good to see you again.
Yeah.
So good to see you again.
Oh, that's a lie, but it's good to see you.
No, I genuinely mean it, mate. Like, good to see you. It's good to see people working hard and doing shit and going through shit, but yet still smiling and still carrying on. So.
Oh, that's the fun of it all. And that's life though, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
It's all bullshit. Some of us wear pink hoodies.
Hey, I don't often wear pink hoodies, you know. This is a limited edition one.
Yeah, I've took the mick a few times, but only because I generally like it. Like, it's really nice.
Do you know what? The funny thing is, I generally don't like the idea of wearing pink.
Why?
Just never been a fan of it.
But more like remember like there was a phase, wasn't there, when everyone was wearing like that baby pink?
Yeah, that's not me.
Hot pink though.
The thing is though, is like I bought this as a limited edition version to do Bushfest.
Oh, okay.
And
because naturally pink and Bushfest go together.
Yeah, no, that's
naturally.
The point. Yeah, with, you know, the pink background and stuff.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah, it actually does. Okay.
Yeah. So I got it for that, and I got such a positive vibe from it. And actually, I think I do like it now.
Yeah, it's nice, man. It actually is really nice.
You know me, I like to stand out.
Yeah. Well, you got. I love the merchandise mind you got going on, man.
Do you know what? I'm actually selling it now. So like,
You're selling your mind?
No, I'm selling my merchandise.
Is that like mind fucking? Like a prostitute?
Not today, mate.
Okay.
So yeah, my merchandise, I'm selling it from Facebook. And
plug that shit.
Yeah, so Facebook and Instagram, if you're interested in the caps or the hoodies, just DM me.
Like I say, they're good quality as well.
It's very good quality. I've got a good supply. I won't tell you who they are. That's a secret of mine. But yeah, if you want anything.
It's Primark.
No, it's not Primark.
It's a random house in Indonesia. There's 17 children in a bedroom, and they're all making Just Pee merch.
Hey, you can't go around telling people that. That's not okay.
So it's not that it's not true, I just can't tell them.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Now I'm glad we're on the same page. Any more plugs, by the way?
Just me. Just plug myself. Like Just P, the comedian. I want to do as many gigs as I possibly can, as many different places. I like to get out there and see people's reaction to my start, my middle, and my end. In every sense of the word.
Yep. Just sounded like the strangest dating fucking bio that did ever. I like to get out there, I want them to see my end, see the beginning, maybe the middle.
I don't think my girlfriend of 5 years will appreciate that, but...
Well, no, it depends if it's a role play. Maybe she's the one swiping right.
Yeah, that's how I met her, actually. I met on Tinder. I don't know why she swiped right on me. She doesn't remember swiping right on me, but maybe her friend did it.
Maybe. Is it an insult, would you say? Because I've had this said to me, I don't know if you have, but if someone says, you're not the normal kind, you're not the guy I'd normally go for, but, or whatever the but is, you know, but you're just not the guy I'd normally go with, but I like you. Is that an insult or a compliment?
I think it's a backhanded compliment, to be fair.
Explain.
So... the fact that they're with
you're
you,
destroying my world right now, just so you know.
The fact that they're with you in the first place is a compliment. So you've got to take it as that.
You haven't seen them, but go on.
But the fact that they're with you
wait, what are you going to say?
Is a compliment.
Okay. Now I'm with you.
They're trying to throw to you. But you might not be their normal type. Now, their normal type clearly didn't work out.
No.
So I think it tended to be a compliment.
Yeah, it's a compliment.
But some people of a feminine sex are not always... They say one thing and they don't necessarily mean what they say.
Whoa. Whoa, are you trying to tell me ladies lie sometimes?
No, I'm not lying. I'm saying they might say something, but they don't understand how it comes across to men.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, no, not lie, just sometimes say things they don't mean.
Everyone lies.
Oh, everyone lies, yeah.
Everyone lies.
Yeah. Men are just more gullible, that's why we complain about it more.
Yeah, we think women don't lie, and that's the biggest mistake you can make, is that thinking that women don't lie. Women do, just as much as men.
It is, but like that is straight up the thing, isn't it? Like all the misogyny stuff. Like I don't think misogyny is that much of a thing. I don't think people actually. Well, I say
No, I think it is.
No, I say I just realised what I was saying. Then, I mean, most of the time when people say it, like comedians and that, you're just joking and that. I can't remember my original point now. Save me.
No, I think misogyny is definitely a thing, and some men take it too far. But I also think sometimes some people are too sensitive. And
I remember hearing this thing from this news thing. It wasn't the news; it was like some YouTube thing. And one of the things they said, I used to like this guy, and then one thing he said was it a woman accused some guy of sexual assault, and she was like, "Now you got to remember, women don't lie about these things, so you have to believe all women." I was like,
no.
That was just a crazy thing to me.
It's a sad world, but that's not the case. You can always tell if a woman likes you by doing one special move.
Go on.
Willycopter.
What?
If you do a willycopter, yeah?
Right.
If she doesn't call HR, then you know she likes you.
What if she does it back?
Even better.
Is it?
That's the thing though, like, a man can do a willycopter to a woman who likes him and she'll laugh and find it funny. Yeah? A man can do a willycopter to a woman who doesn't like him and it's a sex crime.
It's true.
Yeah? Now flip that around the other way around.
Okay.
Yeah? A woman does a breastcopter to a man, you find it fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't like her, you'll still find it funny.
Or a turn on.
Yeah. So for men, we don't have a context if you like you or not. If you're doing something that's sexual or naked, and we find it funny and amazing.
Yeah, okay. It actually kind of went back to what I was trying to get at before. So most of the stuff when it comes to it, it's not because the stuff like basically men are terrible. Is my point. Like in that situation there, like you said, if a woman does it, we're just like, okay, cool. Just the fact that they're touching themselves would be amazing for us. We'll be happy there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, people do lie. Women and men both alike.
What?
No, alike.
Oh, alike. They're alike.
Women and men both.
Oh, well, to be fair, gender doesn't exist anymore. What are you on about?
It's fluid.
I do love, like, I endlessly talk about, like, political correctness and how, like, what's it? Fuck, I can't think of words today. It's not good considering we've got a show later.
You'll get it later.
I'll get it later, yeah. The words will come eventually.
Political correctness is a forever moving barrier, which it's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
And often people offend people without actually realising because they're just not up to the latest.
Oh, yeah,
they haven't got
yeah.
the next newsletter of what's politically correct and what's politically not correct.
And this is the thing, anything we say now, we have to know what was offensive in the past, right now, and in the future.
Yeah, because if I say something now, like all black men have massive dicks, apparently, it's fine for me to say that now.
Well, that stereotype's always okay, though. That's one of the positive stereotypes. That's okay.
It's a black privilege.
There you go. Okay. I like that.
Like what I did there, yeah?
It is funny, that is, though.
We talk all day about black privileges.
Oh, what
Black
ones are there?
When I go to a nightclub,
Right.
I'm always guaranteed to pull the biggest, fattest bird ever.
White girl?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay.
They can run quite quick nowadays.
They what?
They can run quite quick nowadays. You used to be able to run away from them, but anymore. That's why I don't go out anymore.
That just reminds me, I don't know if you've seen it in Dawn of the Dead, there's a bit where it bites this really chubby lady in a wheelchair.
Okay.
In a wheelbarrow, sorry. All of a sudden she jumps up and she just goes running across the set, like, just like big bounds and that. That's what I imagined in my head then when you were saying that.
Yeah, no, there's lots of black privileges. Like, you know when you go into a shop and you're like, oh my God, how much does this pack of sweets cost?
And you need a security guard, he's right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Sorry.
As a black man,
Sorry. I didn't mean to take your joke then.
You don't need to look far to find someone because security guards follow you around for the last
There you
20
go.
minutes. Anyone else is like, oh my God, who works there? Not me. Black privilege.
Do you ever be talking about black privilege? You do, don't you? Or is it white privilege?
No, it's black privilege.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say you should have, if not.
I do. No, hence the plug.
Okay. Man, I can't, honestly, you know what, man? I forget my material all the time. And obviously you're doing a lot more gigs than me right now. But I've had this material probably for a few years. Well, not the same, but you know what I mean.
No, I get what you mean, but I found a cheat code of getting around my material.
Go on.
So, you've seen it.
Oh, is this your...
Yeah,
oh, I like that. That's smart. And it makes the crowd interactive too.
Absolutely. So yeah, I use that. I don't pick my jokes anymore. I don't pick my set. I have a list of jokes, and I get the audience to choose what jokes I want to tell. So if it's a bad night, I blame them, not myself.
I love the interactivity of that. That's one thing I really want to try and build, is like the crowd work and all that. I think it's hard at our level just because it's not so much crowd work, it's telling the crowd about themselves and hope they're replying or listening. Because half the time, it's just how it is at this level. Every comedian listens to like the big guys, you know, they all acknowledge that at our level right now it's so hard because most of the time you're trying to make them just listen first of all.
Yeah, so since you last seen me, I've taken it to another level.
Oh, okay.
And hopefully if we've got a much of an audience tonight, you will see that. So
there you go.
I found a way or a style which incorporates the audience to get involved and listen a little bit more.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
And where I've been travelling around and doing so many, I've probably done about 40 gigs in the last, 3 weeks? It's been an insane amount of gigs I've been doing.
Fucking hell, man.
Like, it's really, really working, and I'm getting a really positive reaction everywhere I go.
I can tell how happy you are from the look on your face, man.
I definitely feel like my comedy for myself, I can't compare myself to other people. I've definitely taken it to another level.
You should never compare yourself to other people, fuck everyone else.
It's funny because I apply for gigs all the time, and as a comedian, and a lot of people who watch this might not know, is that there's a massive pool of comedians, especially in certain areas.
It's huge.
And there are these cliques of people who go in groups of comedians, and whenever...
Oh, yeah, cliques. We never talked about that on this podcast. Never talked about online cliques with comedians.
Yeah, so what you'll find is you're not only up against one other person or other people, you're up against a clique of people.
Yeah,
and if you're not involved in that, it makes it very hard to find gigs. But what I find is, as soon as I step up on stage, people are like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
And wait, is that good or bad?
No, originally they're not sure. They're like,
okay.
The way I walk onto the stage, what I have on my arm and how I am, they're like, who the fuck is this guy? And then very quickly they find out who I am. And often they're pleasantly surprised of what I do and how different it is compared to other people.
Just so you know, I think people do know who you are. It's on your chest.
No.
And your head. I know what you mean.
And my trainers as well.
And you what?
I've got custom-made trainers as well.
Motherfucker, look at this marketing. Oh, God,
yeah, I'm balling now.
The marketing magician, man.
No, but I'm finding that, especially when I go down to London or Brighton or Portsmouth, or even up to Manchester and Liverpool.
Oh, yeah, of course, because you're going way off as well. I forget this.
Hey, I don't want people to laugh just in the area that I am. I want to go across country, and probably maybe in the new year even go to different countries. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that more than anything. I'm already looking into buying a passport now because I haven't even got a passport. Like I had one, I just got to redo it in that. I got a new name now, so it's going to be so hard. It's going to be so much
complications.
Yeah, man. You want to do that, then go into different countries, innit?
Yeah, so I've had a few offers to go places like Las Vegas.
Oh,
yeah.
That would translate as well. I think America to England, it's very easy.
So I don't know if you saw on my Facebook, I had a accidental run-in with, came across some American comedians, and I got invited to Instagram Live.
Yeah.
And I was talking to them and I was saying that as an English person, or especially from South London, I may struggle with them understanding my jokes or how my humour.
Right, yeah.
And they're like, tell me some jokes. They loved it so much. They laughed so hard. So they actually invited me to Las Vegas to potentially do some more. I
mean, I'm sure you already know the fact. Surely, if you're just not doing the references, I don't see why it wouldn't translate.
Yeah, you never know. But apparently, they feel I would do a good job there. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's banging, man.
Definitely for the future.
I think I'd like to do Australia as well. It just seems fun.
Thing is, Australia doesn't really interest me. Too far.
It is a jaunt.
Yeah.
It is a jaunt.
And have you seen got spiders and snakes?
I love my animals. I especially love my creepy crawlies. I'm a proper one like that. My favourite animals ever are ants. Ants are my favourite animals.
That's the weirdest thing ever.
Yep, I know, but they are amazing. Yeah, they're a hive mind.
Did you watch the cartoon and be like, yo, this is what I want to be like?
It was before the cartoon. It predates Bug's Life.
Why ants?
Why? Because even my kids now, like my youngest kid will put his hand in the middle of an ant's nest and just be like. Just doesn't care.
See,
They're really cool.
Where my family's from in the Caribbean, it's like if you put your hand in an ant's nest, it's the worst thing you could do.
Well, yeah, okay, in the Caribbean, sure, yeah.
Those red ants will bite the fuck out.
Yeah,
of you.
even here, don't do it with the red ants, do it with the black ants. They're the nice ones.
Black privilege.
There you go. That is really like, I love the fact it's like they communicate through like smells and stuff and the secretions they leave as they go around. But then there's all crazy ones, like there's some really dumb ones in the rainforest that go along in these things, in like these big trails. You can hear them. There's so many coming across like the floor of the jungle. You can hear them.
That sounds like when I go to a new place and I go to a nightclub and big girls are trying to chase me. You can hear them first.
There you go.
They try to communicate through their secretions.
How you feel about big girls?
Do you know
is
what?
How I feel about ants. I like looking at them.
So I'll be real about big girls, yeah? Everyone needs love, and I'm not against a bigger lady.
And if you want to fill that love with donuts, then cool. Yeah, I get it.
As long as they're happy with themselves. Because that's my biggest problem with anyone, of any shape, size, or whatever, is that if you're not happy with yourself, then it's quite hard to be in a relationship with someone like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, of course.
But like in America, big girls, they love themselves, so therefore I love them too.
The big girls love themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, someone's got to.
I remember when on a date with a lady who came to her profile name was Too Much Junk in the Trunk.
Too much.
Yeah. And do you know what? You know when it's written all as one word, you don't really see it.
Yeah.
So I didn't really clock onto the fact of what she was saying. She seemed like a lovely person by the way she was chatting.
Yeah, I don't like it. Obviously, like from a legitimate human point of view, yeah, I don't like it when people are like, you know, like all feeling bad about how they look or whatever. In any way.
So,
but at the same time, I get it.
When I met her, she was huge, but she had the biggest beautiful smile on her face. And
the skin, man. If the skin's good.
I just moved to Canada and I had nothing else to do. So I was like, do you know what? If this is what it is, this is what it is.
Canada?
Yeah.
It's a Canadian girl. You didn't say that part.
Yeah,
okay, look at the Canadian there.
She was smiling. She was happy. And the worst thing is, we went on a swimming date.
On the
swimming date. So our first date was to go swimming.
Oh, okay. Wow, never done that. It's a good idea, but from somebody who the first thing you've talked about is she's not happy with her body, and you think, I'm going to take her swimming.
No, she was happy with her body. That's the thing.
She said when she said too much junk.
Yeah, she had too much junk in her trunk. She was trying to tell me something, but I didn't realise that. So when I met her...
See, I thought she was actually like, you know, I suppose you say too much, it makes me think like, I don't like how much is there.
No, she just had a lot.
Okay.
She just had a lot. Okay. And we had an amazing day. We went swimming, and it's kind of like, I was thinking, yeah, I've got a swimming pool where I live, so yeah, let's go a swimming date because it's a woman and she can be half naked, so that'd be cool.
Yeah.
She was a bigger lady and I didn't expect that. But you know what, I thought, roll with it. And I remember we were swimming and we got down to one end of a pool and the swimming pool was completely empty. So it was just me and her in there.
You should have put water in there. What was the point then?
There was water in there.
Oh, okay.
No one else in it.
They weren't completely empty.
Her, me, and the water. Right?
Okay.
And I said to her, I dare you to swim to the other side with no swimming costume. As a joke, because I'm a joker.
Yeah, but you wanted her to do that.
No, I didn't actually want her to do it. But she did it without me even realising. Next thing I know, like her bikini, like a tent was beside me. And she was halfway down. And while she was halfway down there, and I'm looking at this massive, like, bikini beside me.
Oh, what you were talking about her then?
Someone came in.
I'm looking at this massive bikini. Oh.
Someone came in. This Chinese family came into the swimming pool.
Oh, so we'd say, of course, you're in a fucking hotel or something, yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I was just like, oh my God. It was mad, so I just grabbed that bikini and hid. Just put it over my head and just hid. It was embarrassing, but I found it at the same time. No, I didn't do that.
Wait, hold on. So not only was this woman swimming around naked in the pool with a Chinese family in there as well now,
but she didn't know because when she started swimming...
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they came in during it.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a long pool. I guess she didn't notice. Maybe she was a bit slow. I don't know. And then not only that, you stole her bikini.
No.
Motherfucker, you made it so she couldn't get dressed again.
I just hid in it for a little while to hide my embarrassment.
How big was it?
It was big. But you know what? Me and her are still friends. We don't really talk too much. Facebook friends. But no, she's a cool person, and her energy and her love for herself suppresses what you normally expect for women of that size, and that's what I love about some big women, because they can love themselves and they don't care.
To be fair, they're the nicest people, really. Like, I take the piss
sometimes. But
I know more nice than not nice. I think of bigger women.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Shout out to all my exes. You know what I'm talking about. Well, no, they're not always nice, but yeah.
I don't think I've got any bigger exes. It's not really my kind of thing. I was with a bigger woman once. Actually, I was with a big Romanian woman, actually.
Okay. How did that end up?
I didn't want her to come back to my house, in all honesty, but she did, so...
Why?
Because she was a bit of a nose. Unless you watch it now, you're lovely.
A bit of a what?
You're a lovely person's name I don't remember.
You don't remember or you just can't pronounce it?
No, I honestly can't remember it.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't even that weird of a name. No, I don't know.
So why didn't you want to come back to her house? Come back to her
She
house?
was just annoying.
Okay.
She was just annoying.
But you were dating her?
Oh, no, I went on one date. That was the date I went on with her.
Actually, want to come back to yours and you're like, no.
Yeah, I mean, I let her in the end, in all honesty, like I did.
Of course you did.
I'm not joking when I say I used to be a full-on slag, man. Like,
I've never been a slag.
it's for everyone. Every guy should have a slag time. Every guy should. As soon as a guy, I think every guy wants to at some point when you realise, or you know, when you realise, every guy gets to a point when you realise how easy it is to pull girls. Like, it's not hard, and it's not hard for you girls to pull us. Like, it's not. It's all very easy, but any guy can get any girl. Consensually, just put that in there too.
I wouldn't say any guy can get any girl.
I disagree with that.
It's a little bit harder than that, or a little more complicated than that. But
No, any guy can get any. Well, okay. Any guy can get any girl if they both like the other some of the parts. That's a better way to put it. I had a mate once actually. Everyone's had a time when you try and turn someone. I failed. He succeeded.
fair enough.
He didn't. I think she was just a massive slag, really. But anyway, I don't know what I'm on about now.
Yeah. What else is on the agenda?
Do you know what I'm doing right now? You can probably tell. I'm seeing what will happen if I don't shave for the rest of the year.
Okay.
And this is about 2 months in. Got time till this point.
It's looking alright though.
The chin's a bit longer. That's like been a bit more. But it's just super patchy and I'm just really interested to see what happens if I just let it grow.
I want to see what you look like in a year's time. You know what? At the end of the year, you invite me back here. We'll have a conversation about how awful your beard looks.
Well, I'm hoping we'll see each other again in the time before a year from now.
But I want to, like, at the end of this year, I want to see.
We'll be sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
I want
okay.
Have a look.
I think I look like a grand old wizard.
Maybe.
An amazing wizard. I'll be throwing fireballs. Be pulling rabbits out of places. Don't know what places. A hat with just pee on it.
Don't invite me for those ones.
Okay. Okay, I won't.
I'll just watch it on YouTube or something.
You know what, actually, thinking about it, I do have stuff written down. It's on my phone. Have you been watching anything lately? Have you got into anything?
Do you know what? I watched Cobra Kai. And as much as it's really, really cheesy, I do enjoy it.
Really?
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
Were you a fan of like the old Karate Kid films?
Yeah, the old ones, not the newer ones. So
Which
the
ones were they?
first three, I think I really enjoyed.
Yeah, and then I think there was only one newer one, was it?
No, there's-
Jackie Chan and
I think it was three.
was it?
I think so. There's one with a girl.
That's Karate Kid 3,
No.
the original.
No.
Yeah,
No. There was another one
so.
with a girl. That's number 4.
is that number 4?
And then there's one with
That was still back in the day then. So
Yeah.
you're talking about the first 3 with Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one.
Is
And
that?
then
I
there's
swear
one
number.
Jaden Smith as well.
Yeah, everyone loves Jaden Smith, though, don't they?
Yeah. He's not for me.
No, you know what? In all fairness, the things I haven't seen him in much. The things I've seen him in, I thought he was alright. Like, I never watched After Earth because that film looked pure dog shit to me.
It felt like it was designed for our father and dad just to tell a bullshit story.
Yeah, just to act
with
together.
loads of cinematics and stuff. It wasn't as bad as people made out to be. It wasn't
No.
amazing. It was watchable.
I just didn't watch it. Pursuit of Happiness, that's an amazing film.
That is an amazing film.
Yeah.
That is an amazing film.
I can't think of what else he's been in.
But that's not. Is he in it? Oh yeah, he's the son, isn't he?
He's the son,
Son,
yeah. It's the first thing he was in. Well, I don't think he's been in anything else that I can think of.
He's been in a few things.
Is
But
he?
he also he got like a rapping career and
Yeah, he's got a rapping career.
no, he had a rapping career. He actually released a banger.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder who wrote that.
Called Icons. And he refused to let his dad on the remix, which I thought was hilarious.
That was very clever, yeah. Yeah.
Dad's like, yo, let me go on a remix. He's like, nope, you're not good enough.
See, the thing is though, like before they even got to 18 and I'm assuming, like Jaden and Willow both had a song come out. Willow's song was a banger.
Yeah.
That was a banger.
But the interesting story behind that apparently is that she hated her music career and she had a tour which she pulled out of because she just hated the idea of being a performer. So
Fair
she
play.
stepped out of it.
Fair play. I think I respect that even more, really.
Yeah. Even though she had so much pressure to do it from her family.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh.
Coming from that family full stop, like you imagine, it seems like a weird family to come from anyway.
Do you know what, you say that? I've been doing comedy for just over a year now, and I've met a lot of weird people. A lot of interesting people.
Yeah, there's some very weird people in comedy.
And I just think people in general are weird.
I completely agree with that, yeah.
So what they've been up to as a family doesn't surprise me, because a lot of people in entertainment business do have eccentric lives.
Yeah.
What gets them off isn't the same thing what normal people get them off, and I think if that's what they want to do with their life, do you know what? That's up to them.
I don't know what exactly we're on about.
Just don't go on slapping other people.
There you go. Will Smith. I used to love Will Smith, but let's just be honest, he's just a cook. That's all he is.
No, like if you disrespect someone's wife, like I understand why you punch a guy in the face,
But that's not what happened.
There's a time and a place.
Yeah, that's not what happened, though.
That wasn't the time or the place.
That
like,
wasn't even what happened, though. He was embarrassed because he laughed at it, and he was like, "Oh no, she's not. I've got to look strong."
Yeah, for sure.
Manly man.
Of course, in front of your woman, you got to step up. Like, if I was out on the street and someone slapped my woman's ass, like...
Well, that's different.
No, it's not different. Like, if someone disrespects your wife, especially in a public situation, you can either sit down like a pussy and do nothing or stand up and deal with it. Now, I don't think that was the right place to do it, but he should have definitely had words with Chris Rock and like, yo, I'm going to say the word I'm going to say, but... You fucked up, and that doesn't fly. So,
oh man, I'd love because it was such a minor joke as well. Like, what was it?
G.I. Joe, like a bald head.
G.I. Jane, remake of G.I. Jane or something.
Yeah, a bald head.
But the thing is, though, she was extremely like public about her alopecia stuff as well. So it's like, I think if something's in the public eye, you're allowed to make a joke of it.
I think the problem with it, and a lot of this happens in comedy a lot, because I was speaking to a family member about this actually. Is with comedy, you run the risk of offending people.
Oh yeah.
And if you're going to be afraid of offending people, you shouldn't be a comic, because there's nothing you can say won't offend people, or people can't take offensively.
Everything will be. Someone could get. There's someone out there that could be offended by anything you say.
Yeah, like for example, people get offended by this. I had someone recently.
Jerome, did Jerome record it?
No, this is another one.
It's another one.
Yeah,
What, did someone steal the first one?
No. I just needed something a bit more sizable. So yeah, I've actually had a promoter tell me, because of that joke, they won't have me at their night.
Really?
Yeah.
Most of the promoters don't have the balls to tell me when I won't bring me back. They just keep ignoring.
Oh, that happens as well. But no, she said that she wants to run an inclusive place with diverse.
So
actors.
ban the black guy.
Indeed. And
for having a black doll.
no, so what actually happened was we was at a gig, and I told the promoter what my intentions, like the mind of my gig was I was going to do. And he was like, cool. I was like, what? Give it like 20 seconds or so, then carry on. He thought I meant I was coming back after 20 seconds.
Oh, wait, that part?
Yeah, so I did what I do. I left, and then I didn't come back. I rewatched the video, and what happened is he waited 20 seconds, and so he'd be back now. And people who know me said, no, he's
not coming back.
He's not coming back. And he's like, yeah, he's coming back. They're like, no. He's like, oh, let's wait a minute. And they waited like an extra 2 minutes.
What?
Yeah. Now, when I did eventually come back and speak to him, he understood what happened. He found it funny. He found it hilarious.
That's what
now,
I did.
this member of the audience, who happened to be a promoter of a new night, I'm not going to say where.
Tell me after.
Yeah, I'll tell you afterwards.
Write down.
Yeah, no, I won't write it down now.
I won't say it.
I sent him a message next day. No, I'm not writing it down now.
I honestly won't say. I never put names out or anything.
This is YouTube. I'm not writing it down now. But
Okay.
they said to me, I applied for a night, doing a night at their gig, and they was like, we've seen you. We love the way you command the audience. We love the way your jokes are. It's very different. It's very good. Have we found it very selfish of you to walk off stage, not tell anyone about it? When I explained to him that is what I do,
Yeah.
she's like, I don't care. I didn't find it funny.
Even at that, you did tell him, you just misunderstood. Did you tell him that part?
Yeah, they didn't care.
Well, fuck that person then.
Yeah.
Like,
do you know what? They're gonna miss out.
yeah, I mean, they might change. They might realise. Hold on, I think we got the wrong end of the stick, and they might change their mind.
Funny thing is, I did a gig last week, in Milton Keynes, and this person was there, and I did that same thing again.
I need to know who this person is now.
And the whole audience just was laughing, absolutely laughing.
I say because I even like one of the first times I saw you was at one of my gigs, and you did exactly that, and I clocked on. Like, it's not hard to realise what's going on.
Yeah,
you know what that is a lot of the time as well, though. It's when promoters aren't paying that much attention as well, or something, or the host.
Yeah, quite possibly.
I'm not saying that was the first time, but he rolled with it, so it's fine. Yeah. That's the point. That's what you're doing.
But the thing is, I do what I feel represents me or represents my style of comedy, and if people want to have me on, don't want to have me on because of it, that's fine. Because I actually learned something recently. So I did a gig in Brighton, and I spoke to the promoter in Brighton, and he's one of the very rare promoters who doesn't do comedy himself.
Wow, okay.
And he said the difference between him and a lot of other promoters is promoters who don't do comedy, they value the audience laughing more than what they personally find funny. So there's a lot of things I do as a comedian, especially in places, well, in Midlands and other places where other comedians can't say or do what I do.
Yeah.
Or they don't talk about things I do. And they don't necessarily feel comfortable with my comedy, but undoubtedly the audience find it funny. And ultimately I'm doing it for the audience, not for the other comedians.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of that,
yeah,
they don't feel comfortable. They're scared of this whole cultural culture of having me on because I might say something, or someone might take it the wrong way.
I've got your stuff must have changed because I've never even thought about you being controversial. Your stuff like it being offensive. I know that I've got very different ideas of what's offensive though, so maybe we're just on the same wavelength. I don't know.
I don't go out my way to offend people.
No, but you don't have to nowadays.
No, you don't. But I'm not going to change. And if anything,
fuck that.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah. It's exactly like when a few people have said to me, like some of the stuff like online, like when I'm just like, no, someone says so, I'm going to defend myself and have fun taking the piss out of them. Like, then it's like, I'm not going to change doing that. That's me.
So,
sorry.
Actually, this is your podcast, but I'm going to flip it a little bit.
Flip it around, sir. Flip it.
Yep.
That's not even notes about this, but...
I want to address that, and I've spoke to you about this before. You might want to cut this out or not.
No, nothing gets cut out of this podcast, dude.
Okay, cool. As a friend of yours, and I class you as a friend. Okay.
God, I know where it's going to go now.
When things don't go your way, don't put them online, mate. It's not good for your mental health.
Oh, wait, don't what?
When things don't go your way, or you fall out with someone, like your posts on Facebook are legendary.
What ones are we on about now?
when you fall out with people.
Yeah, but see, you know what that is though? I think people, this is the thing I don't like about like social media, because it's very hard to understand intent or emotions coming across on text. It's very hard.
Absolutely.
So I think people look at these, when I reply to these people, like I'm actually genuinely really pissed off or something. Or I'm just having fun.
Yeah, the thing is though,
and fuck those people. So
yeah, but it doesn't always look great on you, and it makes me worry about your mental health sometimes, because I'm worried that you might be stressed, you might be down, you might be.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, just give me a call, mate.
No, honestly, this is the thing that a lot of the time I worry about what I put on in case people think stuff like that.
Because I know you, I don't. I'm here to support you as an artist and as a friend.
I appreciate that completely, but it's not that. This is the thing. People think it's a lot deeper than it is. Okay. A lot of the time, it's just, these people are stupid. They're going to keep saying stupid stuff. I'm going to fucking insult them.
Just leave them to it.
One of the people, for example, keeps like doing it, and then he's coming tonight apparently.
Okay.
And I think he thought that I was going to be really intimidated by that. And I just can't fucking wait if he does.
But it doesn't need to go online. It doesn't need to go online. Like I had a close friend who, a comedian, who did a gig in Liverpool, and she posted a video on Facebook, and it blew up. Like it got something like 25,000 views, very short period of time. But a lot of the comments were from men saying how she's not funny because she's pretty.
Yeah.
And she was trying to defend herself. Why give these negative people the airtime? Ignore the negative comments, and anyone who puts a positive comment, like that shit.
Do you want me to tell you why? Part of why I do it anyway.
Go on.
It helps the algorithm. It gets you on the algorithm more online. I know you shouldn't have to do that shit, but the only reason it's set up like that is because of how terrible people are. They like to see the
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
I see that.
It's just the marketing technique. Is that too?
I just don't think it helps your brand, mate. And that's just.
Helps in what?
I don't think it helps your brand.
Oh, the brand.
Yeah.
My brand is, like I said though, you've got to, if you want to do it long term, in my opinion, you've got to just be 100% yourself.
Oh, completely.
Wholeheartedly.
No, completely. I just beef online, mate. I avoid it like a vegan.
I think that it's the real issue is when you let it stress you out. Is when you let it, like affect your mental health. That's when it's an issue. But if you have fun with it, then.
Thing is, and I as a man, from one man to another man, I've had a few friends who've committed suicide.
Yeah.
And you don't see the signs.
No, well, yeah, it's hard.
You think you don't see the signs.
Yeah.
But then when you look back and you look at the situations, like, the signs probably were there. And I'm not saying you look like you're suicidal.
No, don't worry, man.
But I've had friends who've had many squabbles or many arguments.
Yeah, I've had them too, man.
Facebook just makes it larger, and I just want you to protect your mental health, mate. From one man
No,
to
I
another.
appreciate that. I mean, like, I think I'm lucky though, because my generation, like, when I was in school and that, remember, like, Facebook wasn't a thing. Like, I'm like 31 now, so to me, Facebook is weird. I've only not long got into YouTube, like, you know what I mean? Which is why I look at my children, and I'm worried for the time when they get a bit older and they are doing all that stuff, because social media especially, that kind of screws people's minds up.
Absolutely.
Very badly.
And I think it's very destructive, especially for young
it's
women.
very bad.
Yeah, my kids, I'm very protective of how they see the internet and how they, like, my daughter every time she wants to take a picture, she wants to put a filter on. I'm like, baby girl, you're beautiful.
How old are yours now then?
So my daughter's 11 years old, but I've got a 21-year-old son,
Wow.
20-year-old son, and a 7-year-old son.
Oh, wow, so so you hit both mine in, because mine's just started secondary school.
And 3 grandchildren. We don't talk about that.
You should embrace that, man. You're a gilf. Embrace your gilfiness.
You saying you want to fuck me?
I didn't say that,
Yes,
but
you
many
did.
would. I did say that, yes. It's the pink, it won me over.
Oh man, I've changed it for tonight, mate.
It's so strange, like, because grandparents are getting younger and younger nowadays.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
When you watch grandma porn, and they're like 30-year-old girl from Croydon, you're like, grandma porn's not so bad after all.
No, it's, I was thinking about it the other day. Do you know Strictly Come Dancing started again?
Okay, cool.
And one of the people in it, you might know anyway, Kim Marsh.
She used to be on EastEnders, didn't she? Married to some
Corrie.
guy. Corrie, okay,
Yeah.
I remember. Dark-haired girl, big breasts.
Yeah. She's a grandma. I think she's got a couple of grandkids now. She's the hottest gilf ever. Now that's a gilf for you. Oh, and I think she does. Strictly Come Dancing is back though.
You know what? I don't watch live TV.
No.
Unless it's football.
You're one of them.
Yep, absolutely. For my sins.
Thank you for being on this podcast today, Just P. I'm not a football man in the slightest, dude.
No, I don't harp on about it, but no, I don't really like to watch live TV. I'm far too busy doing gigs.
No, that's the thing as well, though. Yeah, like there's so many like older comedians like Bradley Walsh. Been watching a lot of his different stuff lately, and he says like in it about how he hasn't watched like an episode of Friends, an episode of Simpsons, and it's because of the time he was coming up and that, like you said, you just don't have the time to watch it.
No, you don't. On that note, I struggle to watch, since being doing comedy, I struggle to watch other comedians, like,
Yeah.
because
No, you mean famous or like Alible?
famous ones.
Okay, yeah.
And the reason that is, I don't know if you get it as well, is like, I don't want their jokes, their style, kind of getting into me.
Exactly, that's exactly, I'm the same.
At first it used to like really scare me because I used to watch them and realise how shit I was in comparison.
Yeah.
And now I don't watch them and I don't know how shit I am, so I just feel like I'm amazing.
Yeah, that works.
So when I go on stage, I feel like I'm amazing. So.
No, man, like it's true that they're like the top level, so you need to watch them, but at the same time, when you do, it's hard because they've got this whole separate thing, and it's like they have an audience that fully knows them as well.
Yeah,
so
so
it's impossible
fake.
to compare it.
It's not fake, sorry. It's wrong. It's wrong watching them because what you'll find is even their Apollo shows or the big shows on TV or their specials, they're edited to show the funny bits.
Yeah.
The laughter you're hearing isn't necessarily guaranteed to be laughter from that actual point.
Yeah. There could be bottled laughter as well. Yeah.
So therefore, it's a fake economy that you're watching, and they've got an audience of people who know what they do. they've got a warm-up guy who comes on half an hour before who warmed up the audience.
Yeah.
People paid a lot of money to those tickets, so they're going to laugh.
That's the thing. It's the trust. They're their fans as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of those comedians couldn't do some of the gigs that you run.
Yeah.
They would struggle, and they could probably get a similar.
Well, they always talk about, like, I don't know if you ever listen to like podcasts of just comedians talking. They talk about that a lot, like how much so much easier at that level they're at, where they're already known, rather than our level when you're going in and just people just don't know. You spend the first half trying to get them to know you.
Yeah.
You know, which is not necessarily, even if they're fully listening, you're still having to get them to know you first. You know.
I've met a lot of comedians over the last year, and some are good, some are bad, and some comedians who I think are okay, just okay. I haven't realised actually who they are, and they're actually semi-established comedians.
Yeah.
Of the next up and coming thing. And I saw them live, and I was like, didn't think you were all that.
Unless you're watching Adam, we thought you were great.
No. At the time, I was like, you did, to me, you didn't stand out as an amazing comedian, but I'm now seeing you do massive shows, and I'm like, fair play to you. And it makes me feel like
It's attainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have given up a long time ago.
I got on with you.
Attainable, and
I know exactly what you're saying. Like, yeah, it's very true when you see the other people, and I think it's important to, like, in the same thing, while acknowledging the other people, kind of what you're saying before, like, run your own race as well.
Yeah.
Don't worry too much about what other people are doing compared to you, because that's what I think one big thing that people mess up on, like, which is another huge part of why I just don't go on Facebook very much. The only time I go on Facebook is to share something. When I share something, it's the only time I go on Facebook, and then I'm off again.
Okay.
So I don't know a lot of what's going on sometimes in the comedy world, some of the time, just because I don't read it. But at the same time, I don't get bogged down by what everyone else is doing. And, you know, like, I'm not comparing myself to that. I'm just running my own thing.
So you don't get to see what I'm doing then? No. You should have a look. I think you'd be impressed.
Oh, probably would be, but
no. No, you should do it. Yeah, Just P Jokes at Facebook.
Okay.
Or Just P Jokes at Instagram. I don't do Twitter or anything like that.
Yeah, fuck Twitter. Fuck tweet.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to go to Twitter until Elon Musk owns it.
Or you can go to my webpage, which is justpjokes.wixsite.com/book me. Yeah.
What? That's a long website.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay.
Well, you just buy the domain. They're not expensive, you know.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that, not yet.
You know, it's like £10 for .com, £1 for .co.uk.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it is. I bought one.
No, I know, but what? I've got t-shirts printed.
Like, you could. Well, I mean, they're both very good marketing things as well. But I think you should buy a shorter domain, dude.
No, it's fine for the moment.
I'm going to buy the domain kdcomedyinc.com. Already had a look. I bought one before. I had kdcreativemedia.co.uk when I was doing my graphic design stuff.
Okay.
I've very quickly gone, despite my graphic design skills getting better again, 'cause they used to be much better because I went to college and stuff for it, and then I just didn't do it for like 10 years. Like all of the people I know, like, shockingly, go to college and stuff to learn something, don't use that skill straight away in your job. Weird, that.
Very weird.
Yeah. But graphic design now, though, the problem is, it's pretty much, give it a year, graphic design is a dead job. Completely.
Do you know what? I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you at all. I think graphic design is not something that can just be done by machines, or not easily anyway. And I think there will always be a need for graphic design. A lot of companies, especially, they're leading towards the internet. Graphic design is very important in that sense.
It was.
I think it still is.
Oh, no, okay, sorry. Graphic design is extremely important. Graphic designers, dead.
Maybe.
Do you know why?
Go on.
Have you heard, I might be getting the name slightly wrong, DALL-E? You ever heard of that, DALL-E?
Nope, go on.
You heard of these AI things online now where you can type in all this stuff and it will just pop up the images for you and create a image?
I haven't heard of that.
You not heard of this? Oh, it's fucking hellacious. They're doing it for videos as well now, and pictures and stories. So there's different versions, and they're now being. You can pay like a £10 a month fee now, you know, to just have it.
Everyone wants you on a subscription, don't they? Why don't you do a subscription for this?
Who the fuck's going to subscribe to this? Are you crazy? It's hard enough getting people to listen for free. Come on. Yeah. So it's just literally a type in as much as they want, like, you know, like image with this with a black stroke. Like, if you know someone that knows, like, you know, put a bevel in the bath, and that's it. Enter, done. No making it, no exporting.
Funny thing is about that whole AI stuff is I write a lot of my jokes on my phone, and because I have similar writing patterns, it ends up that when I'm starting to write a joke or even a normal text message to someone, these predictions actually make better jokes than some of the jokes I can write.
You see, that's kind of how it works though as well, because it's like, that's it learning from the information you've already put there, and this AI dialing thing, it's not AI, like it's just looking at everything that's ever been put on the internet ever, and then just using all that and then figuring out from what you said, oh, okay, this looks like what you mean, same kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that, but...
No one should look into it. If you're not aware of it, then maybe I'll stop talking about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I need that to die so I can have a job.
What, you're a graphic designer?
Yeah, that's my point. Not a very good one, but it's why I need even more opportunity.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now, I'm a graphic designer in the sense I make my posters and shit, my logos.
I make my posters too.
Yeah, well, there you go, you're a graphic designer. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they help expand people's attention spans into my brand and what I'm doing, and I'm pretty sure I've got gigs off the fact that I do that, and I've got more attention off it. Off what I do. So what I do on Facebook and what I do on Instagram means that when I go to gigs, people instantly know who I am. Because I've seen the posters and pictures.
Yeah, of course, yeah. All the branding, the online-y stuff.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
It does, yeah. It's just, I know you need to do that stuff, and I try to do, with my KD Comedy Inc. and all that. But I don't know about you, I find it very hard to maintain stuff every single day, especially social media, because like I said, because I'm not a natural, I'll go on Facebook now for a bit. So it's hard to make myself do it.
Outside of the comedy world, I don't really use social media much. I don't post personal stuff, I don't pictures of my kids, I don't personally agree with it for myself.
Don't agree with it?
No.
What?
Pictures of kids and stuff.
Oh.
It's not for the paedophiles, I just think...
You're not...
No, the way I see it, if you've got kids are like amazing things to have in your life, and people should only see your kids if they can bother to get off their ass and come and see you, as opposed to seeing pictures of them.
Yeah.
And then thinking that's good enough. No, if you want to see my kids, if you want to be part of my family, make the effort. So
see, I would prefer people don't come and see me most of the time. I don't like many people.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So I'm fine with it personally. Stay away.
But again, like, I think my kids are personally beautiful, and I don't need that validation from other people. But
I hate that, yeah.
But I also think some kids are fucking ugly. And when I see an ugly kid with chocolate all over their face, I'm like, where's the thumbs down button?
And just as well though, like, why would you even, like, when some people put like terrible photos of their children up as well,
yeah.
So at least put a good one up. Like, you said not even for them, but think of the paedophiles still as well. They at least want to see the pretty children. I don't know where I was going with that. I think it's scary having pretty children. My children are very pretty. Scary.
What, you think they're not yours?
Now I do. Now they look too much like me, man. They're little like fucking mini-me's. They really are. The tallest one now, who's like starting secondary school, it's so weird.
You call him the tallest one, so he's not the oldest one or the youngest one or the most loved. They call him by their heights. So the tallest one is
me. Yeah, I do. The tall one and the short one.
Have you forgotten their names already?
Trying. I'll get there. But no, I do. I call them the tall one and the short one all the time. Max and TJ.
But then at least you're not worried about having a whole genre thing, saying, the girl or the boy, because they could be whatever they want nowadays.
Oh, that's very true.
Yeah.
I don't know about, like, seeing you someone that's got a boy and a girl, then you might appreciate this. That when my second was being born, I did at first want it to be a girl.
Okay.
I really did.
I didn't want any girls.
No.
I love my daughter. I love her so much.
The stress of when they get older, is it?
No, when she got older, it's like from the day she was born, like, I cried because I was like, oh my God, it's a girl. And that sounds horrible.
That's so sweet. No, that sounds so sweet. That sounds sweet. I can tell why.
The love I have for her, I want to protect her. I don't want her to suffer with the whole...
I could tell it was coming from that kind of place straight away when you said it.
And I just knew it was going to be like, this is the rest of my life, I'm just trying to protect this girl from...
That's lovely, man.
Loads of dicks.
In every way.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's like something you have with every kid. But I'm assuming it's different from what I've heard when the dad with the daughter.
Yeah, it was mad. It was like a mad time. And even still now, like, I love my boys. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, rough and tumble. My boys
that's
are
the thing, yeah.
My girl, she's a different breed.
Oh, yeah, different species, literally.
Yeah, just
not
like,
species. But...
If I could put her in a glass box, I would.
Well, okay. Now we're getting a bit of Fritzl level now. David blames Joseph Fritzl? Joseph?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. When I had my secondary and I found out it was going to be another boy, at first I was like, oh, and then I got really happy just because I thought afterwards, like, you know what, the stress of having a girl when you get older, I just feel like for a dad it's like, oh yeah, you say 11 now for you. Yeah, so you'll have that stress.
And the thing is, she's grown up very quick and she's becoming a little woman. I'm like, you need to stop that shit straight away.
I can see like I said, my boy's 11, so the oldest. I feel for you, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Imagine it's hard. Like, for a boy, the main thing I've got to really worry about the most. Obviously, nowadays there's a lot more of the mind bullying stuff that we understand, so that's always scary. But it's more about getting beat up and that, and it's for a boy.
Yeah, for sure.
Think about.
Yeah, but then again, like, they need to take a beating every now and again.
Exactly.
If I'm not allowed to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you want to, obviously.
No.
But dad doesn't want to beat their children, really.
No, I think kids need discipline, and boys are different. Like, I know they're just different.
They're very fucking different. Yep. Yeah. Boys are fucking mental.
I don't love any of my kids more than the others, but my boys, I'm left.
I don't tell them I love one more than the other.
I'm left protective of my boys, but I'm there to support them. My girl is just like, she needs a bodyguard.
Yeah, it's your bodyguard. Yeah.
She's beautiful as well. So,
I was saying though, one thing is like, I might get the best of both worlds anyway, because I never know, one of them might turn out gay yet. I get best of both.
Tall one or the short one?
Well, the tall one, to be fair, he's already got a few girlfriends, but still, he could be overcompensating. He's a very pretty boy. He's got a couple of girlfriends apparently.
Takes after his dad, doesn't it?
Apparently so.
He's like that slut age, as you call it.
That is not the slut age yet. I don't know about this. This is the thing though. Why I went to a very rough school growing up, secondary school, so I prepared like with Max, the oldest, now starting secondary school. Like I felt like I had to prepare him a bit, but there's certain things I don't know because I went to school. He's going to a mixed normal school. I went to an all boys school.
Okay.
So it's very different. And did you go to like a mixed school?
Yeah, I couldn't deal with boys only school. I
You
could
say
deal
that,
with
so-
girls only school. That would have been cool.
Oh yeah. So that's another thing I was thinking though. What about nowadays with that? Like, because that boys' school is still there, the girls' school is still there. Because there was a boys' school and a girls' school right by each other. We used to do like little dances every now and then together. How does that work nowadays? If somebody's a boy in year 7, but then they're a girl in year 9,
You can just do classes in both. Just go between the two.
but they're not that near. There's a walk in between.
The thing is, with this fluidity, like it's so unprecedented. No one actually knows what to do or what's the right thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
And I can imagine as hard as it is for us, it's probably hard for them to actually understand what's going on.
But for the teachers.
No, for the actual people who are going through this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's confusing for us to understand how to treat them or what happens, but it's probably even harder for them.
Yeah, I mean, nah. Not when it comes to when they're in school. I think you should. I don't think you should be allowed to really. When I say allowed to, I mean fucking like the medical side of it. You know, like hormones, any kind of operation.
They don't do hormones. It's not hormones. Isn't at that age. They do hormones a lot later, and they have to leave them for.
No. Some do hormones at that age. It's in some parts. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Okay.
That's why I completely disagree. That's why I don't get it. Why you would ever want to make it out to be something to do for a child to start changing, and they haven't even. Yeah, it's just a weird thing.
Yeah, it's a complicated situation. But the key thing is, and the world is changing. It's changing at a rapid pace, and
It's going to get blown up soon, so who cares?
it's never that. It's just changing, and it's unprecedented. So no one really knows what's the right or wrong thing to do because it's not like it's happened before, and you've got experience. So, for example, when my parents were telling me, "Oh, don't do this or do this," because they experienced it.
Yeah.
I can't say the same to my kids because
Yeah.
I can't even fathom what they're going through because it's not something I've experienced myself.
I mean, a lot of the stuff, though, to be fair, has always been there. Like, that's the thing people forget, like, that before, like, there was trans, like, what was it when I was growing up? I think it was classed as, there was transvestite. Was that what it was? Is that the same thing?
I don't want to get it wrong, so I don't know.
Okay.
But I think you're pretty close.
Yeah, I don't mean it
There was a
offensively.
term transvestite which is not used anymore.
Yeah, but I think that was just like someone that had sexually changed, you know, because there was a different name for pre-op and post-op, basically, as we call it now. Yeah, so it's always been around. Like, I think it's just more now. It's actually known a bit more,
I say it's not even it's not beyond being known. It's a case of it's
understood a bit more, maybe.
there's more people who are openly or have accepted.
Yeah, I don't think everyone. I think too many people assume it's that though, because like too many people have to change, and then there's still just as much like afterwards. I think too many people jump to that thinking that's definitely what they need. I think there needs to be a longer thing for that. You know, do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying, but I don't know the facts.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm completely fine with anyone doing whatever the fuck they want, like in any manner. Dress up as a fucking dog if you want. Just think about it first. Be sure. Do your stuff.
It doesn't harm me or bother me either way, so do what you need to do.
Don't squirt in my eye, then it won't bother me. But at boys' school anyway. I went to a boys' school.
Yep, cool. How was that?
You know how people would throw paper balls at each other?
Yeah.
We used to throw flaming paper balls at each other.
Oh, wow.
It was a very boys' school, to be fair.
Yeah, that sounds mad.
Don't think some of the weirdest shit I've seen happen there. I've seen like stools and chairs get flung across the classroom at teachers.
Yeah, I think that stuff as well.
Yeah.
On TV.
Oh, no, in person.
I went to a really good Church of England school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, please tell me about your school.
Right, it was there wasn't many black people in there. Strangely enough, there's loads now, but there wasn't many black people there. So.
What kind of school was it?
It was a Church of England school.
Well, was it just? Did there's not as many black people in then, or?
No. They were very selective of who they had in. I wouldn't say it's by race, but it's more by religion.
Yeah, because that's what I assume. Because I know a lot of black people are Christian nowadays. Like,
but back then,
I think I know more. Sorry, I think I know more Christians that were black than white. Thinking about it, so yeah.
The Church of England itself is a lot. There were a lot of black religious people, but not necessarily Church of England.
Oh, okay.
And so there wasn't many black people there, and the black people who were in my school, we changed school. We changed. There was rules like stupid rules like you can't have your hair shorter than 1.5. We were like, we're not all walking around with afros, so that rule got to change.
What? Was that a change of rules just for you?
They had to.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they had to. They had to change the way of thinking. So we were groundbreaking at that point.
Yeah.
The way teachers dealt with us, they had to adjust the way they dealt with us. Not, I think, us individually, but because we were part of a school.
Yeah.
They had to change that.
They had to take it into mind and.
Like I remember history lessons when they were talking about slavery. The classes I was in, that teacher was sweating. He wasn't comfortable talking about slavery in front of me, especially when I was asking many questions.
Yeah, almost like you're a child who's interested.
No, I was a child who's interested. I'm not trying to make trouble, but made it worse as you go to.
I don't think it should in any manner be considered trouble if you're asking about an educational thing in front of you. You know.
The problem is we went to religious studies. What you learned about slavery and those times in religious studies contradicted what happened in history classes.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
And also, being a black person, I'm interested in history myself. So I'm reading information myself, and I'm going to school and saying,
history, yeah.
What's this? And they don't even want to answer me because they don't know what they can and can't say.
Yeah.
And I'm going to like history. I'm going to museums. I'm like, why is everyone in this museum white? And the only black person I can see is hanging from a tree. Like, what the fuck's that all about?
Yeah.
And I can imagine it was half those teachers, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, because this is the thing, that so much of like history in general has been warped through different narratives and that. And like, I mean, what kind of things did you mean then exactly? Like, what kind of stuff? Like, just because I know you said stuff's changed. Like, when was this and that?
So, for example, when you're looking at the British Empire and the way they dealt with slavery, when I was taught, they would come across like they were the saviours.
Oh yeah.
That's not necessarily the case.
Well, shockingly.
Yeah.
I mean, any of them really the saviours. I mean, because even Abraham Lincoln didn't do as much as it's made out, did he? He was still one of the main ones.
I think he's one of the ones who started to tide the change.
I mean, Britain did abolish it first, didn't they?
I don't think they. No.
I swear they abolished it first, or legally.
I don't know about the legal side, but they didn't abolish it first, and they carried on for a long time.
Oh yeah, as I said, yeah, from okay.
Yeah.
Because when was that? It was like, what kind of century was that? I keep thinking like 1700s, but I feel like that's too late.
When you say slavery's over, because in some sense, some part of slavery deal with modern day slavery.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. One about like the slave trade, and I'm guessing there's a name for it, isn't it? There was an actual name for it. Well, a lot of the slave trade stuff, there was one company or something.
I know you're talking about, but I can't remember the name.
Yeah, it's
But
it's going to annoy me that is now because I know it, and I felt like it was nearer to my mind then, and it's just gone further away now. It'll come back.
the key thing.
New something trading, something.
I know you're talking about. I don't know the name.
Fucking annoying me.
But yeah, slavery was awful. But the thing is, education, the way education was taught, wasn't actually meant for me.
Oh yeah.
In my school, so the curriculum had to kind of be adjusted.
Do you think that was all over though, or was that literally just they warped the curriculum in a certain way then?
No. So because they wasn't getting challenged before because they didn't have black people or people of colour in the school.
I mean, it shouldn't take that anyway though. I mean, surely there should be a white person that knows history too, and then if that's already the thing, do you know what I mean?
So the thing is like, if for example, if your parent tells you something and you don't know no different, then you accept it. However, for me, my parents were telling me different.
So you'd already got the knowledge.
Yeah, what school was telling me, so they were that. But I had some good times.
I see what you're saying actually, yeah.
So it wasn't bad. I wouldn't say I got racially abused or anything at school. It made me a different beast as such.
It made you a different beast.
Yeah, But I'm grateful for the education I had because it allowed me to be successful in many of my careers that I've had and not act like a dickhead. And that's not because I was with white people, it's just because I was in a good school and I was able to focus on my studies rather than focus on bitches.
Yeah,
but that came later.
Yeah, there you go. I'm a complete nerd. Like I enjoyed school. I was a bit of a crazy dickhead the last couple of years, but I still was always a nerd to the point that I love weed, but I also love sitting down and doing a good test. Good proper little test. I enjoy that. I had a IQ test when I was in secondary school, and it was really high, and that was about like 10 years ago, and I've gotten really high in that time myself.
Okay.
So I am very scared to do another IQ test, but I'm going to do it.
Do it. Let's know how it turns out.
It will drop substantially. It was a 131 before.
Okay, I have no idea what mine would be.
Top 1%, or top 2% actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, a lot of drugs since then. A lot of drugs. A few before as well, to be fair, but not too many.
When you say top 1% of the country or your school? Because you did say you went to a shit school.
I think it all works the same, doesn't it? No, it's just the country, not the school.
So
I guess the school too. Yeah. You know what, though, to be fair, my year was actually, it was a shit school. In regards, we was all boys, you know, there was a lot of craziness over the first 3 years especially.
Did you play Soggy Biscuit?
No, we did not play Soggy Biscuit. Because I always won. Then everyone wanted to play with me. I thought it was just
When
lunch.
you say you won, does that mean you won the biscuit?
Yeah, but that was the name of the game.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like, woo, it's my biscuit. Mayonnaise.
And that's why I don't eat mayonnaise.
Sour cream.
No, that's all for you, mate. Have you seen that film? Is it what Ryan Reynolds when he's a party?
Van Wilder.
Yeah, and they do that scene with the dogs.
Yeah, with the fitter rolls or eclairs or something, isn't it?
Oh, mate.
Oh, that one is very vivid as well, because
yeah, it stays in my head. Like there's certain foods I can see people eating, and I see that scene again.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean with that one.
Once I bought some choc ices, and my fridge defrosted, and I had to eat them quickly, so I opened up the packet, and it was all dripping down my hands, and I was like, nope.
Why?
Nope.
Okay,
and I think I love choc ices, but
I think you will clock on then to the dog thing again.
Now you see it, now you'll never see it.
I was thinking first like really melted, it doesn't look like it, but then half melted, like that makes sense actually.
Yeah.
All bitty and stuff.
Yeah.
I watched because I used to love watching. Well, I do love watching films still. Like I'm a big cinephile.
I love films. I watch films all the time. I go to cinema all the time. Like
good
2 or 3
man.
times a week.
Oh, good man.
Yeah.
I'm a master dater myself. I'll happily go on my own to the cinema and just sit down and watch a film.
Okay. I don't often do it. My missus does it sometimes because she watches films that I'm not always interested in. And
let's rephrase that. If I had a significant other to take, I'd take them. I'm just trying to pretend I'm happy about it.
Okay, cool.
I watched it the other day. I've been meaning to get around to watching it for a while, but I didn't even go to the cinema. I watched it at home. Prey.
Like that film.
Really good film.
Really like that film.
You seen it then?
Yeah, really like that film. I saw a film recently called Woman King.
Oh, I saw the trailer for our word for it, the billboard.
Really good film.
Really?
The casting, that main woman in it, Regina Hall maybe? Her name is? Really
I think I
good.
saw the woman and I recognised her.
There's another film I've seen recently which some people don't like and some people do, but I'm a massive fan of a director
Yeah.
called Nope.
I love the director. I loved all his films. I haven't seen that one yet. That's another. I was trying to remember the other day what's the other horror film I want to watch, and it was that one.
Yeah,
I've heard it's not that good though.
It's a matter of opinion, and if you're into fan theories and you're interested in watching the film beyond just watching the film.
Oh, that's what I like. Yeah, watching it after that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's so many things. As a black person watching comedy, I'm watching horror films. You see so much dumb shit what happens.
Yeah.
And in this film, dumb shit still happens, but there's situations you like.
You get it.
Nope. Like he's in a car and some madness is going on, and you can go and save the girl. And he's like, nope. Shuts the car door. Like, and I love that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The amount of times I watch the film and like guys going, oh, Jason's chasing him, and he runs upstairs and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? The door's there.
There's so many fucking things like that in so many films where just the stuff that they're doing is just crazy. Like you said, like I'm just trying to think of like any now. I just had one in my head. Then fuck, what was it? Quiet Place.
Okay, yeah.
In that they're constantly like this, they're walking barefooted everywhere, so they're not making any noise. And then every now and then they'll step on something and cut their foot, and they'll like there's one bit when they step on something and it makes them shout, and they're like, "Oh no!" kind
Put
of
some
thing.
fucking shoes on.
Yeah, because there's not very. It doesn't make that much noise putting shoes on.
Just get some new Yeezys and you'll be fine.
Anything is better than. Surely it's got to make.
Ones.
Yeah, it's got to make less noise than walking around and then getting something, stepping on a nail.
Some custom Just P trainers.
There you go. That's what you really want. You're fucked up in a quiet place, and you've only got Mr. Fantastic and Emily Blunt to keep you company.
There you go, then.
At least get the good shoes going, and don't let your son play with a toy. Have you seen Quiet Place?
Yeah. I think
That girl killed her brother. What a bitch.
Yeah.
What a bitch. I mean, let's just be honest as well, though. Going back further than that, the dad, dickhead, could have let him have the toy without the batteries.
Yeah.
Would have avoided the whole situation. Or maybe every time you go out to find some stuff, don't take your kids with you.
Yeah.
You've got a house that you go back to. Stay there. Maybe you go out on your own. It's probably quieter that way.
You know what? But in all fairness, that film, I did really appreciate it.
Yeah, I liked it as well.
I watched it in the cinema.
Yeah, it was really good. I did the same.
And the whole cinema was quiet. Every single noise you heard. The sound engineering on that film is insane.
You don't realise how quiet it is either.
Yeah.
It's one of them, man. You don't even realise it.
Yeah.
There was something I watched recently, and the sound was atrocious in it. I think it was it was that one that I liked every other part of it, but that was the only bit that bothered me. Me Time. If you've seen people talk about that.
I've seen that, yeah. But I'm not a Chris. I like his stand up. I don't like his films.
Who?
The guy from Me Time.
I've always said Chris. Kevin Hart.
I keep getting Chris. Yeah, Kevin Hart. Like I've seen him live. He's a,
really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
He's an amazing.
He's an
comedian.
amazing comic. Yeah.
He works so hard as an actor, but I don't like his. I watched them.
Really?
But I don't like them.
Yeah, see, I really do like his films. Some of them are hit and miss. Like Me Time, don't get me wrong, wasn't the best. Wasn't in any manner one of the better ones. But I think it was better than it was made out to be.
He's a bit like Ricky Gervais, in the fact you can watch his films and you hate the character that he plays.
Yeah.
If you take him out of a film, the film would probably be much better. But
Most of the time, I think that'd be terrible, the stuff that he's in, because he's the only, like... See, I really like Ricky Gervais. I know what you mean, though. Yeah. He's annoying sometimes, but I think I love... Any character I love, I tell you one of my favourite comedians, my favourite like wrestling personalities, my favourite anything, is always the guy who's an absolute dickhead, but he's fine with it. He's an absolute twat, but he's absolutely cool. A nice twat, like he's polite, you know. Yeah, that's where I'm trying to go in my comedy, so...
he just plays the same type of dumb character. Dumb.
Ricky Gervais?
No. Kevin Hart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Ricky Gervais, like, I think he's a genius. Like, he takes it to a level that makes people feel uncomfortable, and then the whole counter culture comes in it, but he doesn't give a fuck, and I love that. But the things he talks about is the things that people think about. There's a film, I think it's Ghost Town, where there's so many ghosts around, and the film's not great, But,
no, that's one of the worst ones as well.
But the prospect of the reason why these people are still walking around is because their loved ones haven't let them go is quite profound, and I think it's amazing.
Yeah. There's always a nice little thing.
And that invention of lying.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of then, yeah.
It film's okay, but the whole idea of that if you didn't tell a lie, how fucked the world would be anyway.
Yeah, that's very true, isn't it? The world would be fucked up. Like,
if anyone
so
was
true.
100% honest.
100%, yeah. But the premise of that film was really cool.
Yeah.
Like the suddenly invention of lying, but at the same time, it's like once you got over that premise. I remember watching it was like an hour and a half in or something, hour and a half long or something like that. Like 20 minutes in or whatever, he started learning to lie, and it's like, how are we going to keep this joke going for an hour and 10 minutes? The answer is I couldn't.
No, you couldn't. But as I said, I like him.
Yeah, he's one of my favourite ever fucking things I've ever heard any comic say. One of my favourite jokes ever. Is him just talking about the Bible and about was it Adam and Eve and the snake, and about how
I think I know where you're going with
after the apple, like, you know, the snake tempted and he's like, oh, Adam, you have to do whatever, I forget what he's have to do. Eve, you will have to you know, go through horrible childbirth when giving birth, and Mr. Snake, you will forever have to crawl around on your belly. And the snake's just like, wait, I already crawl around on my... Oh, no, yeah, sorry, Jesus, yeah, God, sorry, you're right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I guess I'm just going to crawl away on my belly now. Oh, God, this is so hard. Oh, God, I wish I had wings like normal. That, I love it.
I think he's a cool guy. Another film I saw recently was...
sorry, go on.
Another film I saw recently was the film with that guy from One Direction in it.
The what?
The guy from One Direction.
Oh, Harry Styles.
Something Darling. Don't Worry, Darling.
Oh, no.
Harry Styles.
Yeah, Harry Styles is a great actor. He's a really good actor.
He acted the hell out of that.
Yeah.
I don't think he deserves an award for it, but he acted well.
He won an award for it.
I hope he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's an interesting film, an interesting concept. But yeah, it was weird because there were so many like teenage girls in the cinema. I was like, what's going on? Like,
of course, yeah. What kind of film is it? Because I haven't even heard of that one.
Trying to think how can I say it without ruining it.
What was the name of it?
Don't Worry, Darling.
It sounded more like a fantasy kind of period piece film to me.
It's about a community of people who live in like the husbands go to work and the wives stay at home and tidy the house and look after the kids.
Oh, so the good old days. Good old days.
So it would seem. But things aren't what they would seem.
Oh, just a little bit of a thriller. A little bit of a horror, maybe.
No, it's not horror, but it's got a bit of a twist to it.
Bit of a psychological thriller.
Yeah, not even a thriller, it's just a film.
Psychological fuck up.
Yeah.
You're going to fuck them around in some way.
It's got a twist in it.
You got a twist in there, okay, cool.
It's quite cool.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
No, it's okay. It's just so many teenage girls masturbating around me. It's almost like I was like back scenes of like an OnlyFans video shoot. I felt really uncomfortable.
I don't know why that made me think. Huh?
You look like you're about to cry.
I did. It did feel weird about it as well with the sun shining through. I completely forgot where the fuck I was going to go then afterwards. You said it about OnlyFans, then it maybe instantly in my head popped to the point of like, I heard somebody talking about women being in porn lately. But how they don't want to be in porn. A woman, if they could do something else, if they could, you know, the ones that don't want to do the porn, they would, saying that every woman would rather do other things than porn, but then they were like, but then there's OnlyFans where you're in control of it, and they still want to do the porn, so maybe some women just like doing porn?
I think some women like the money.
I don't know, everyone likes money.
And when it comes to money, that money of those quantities,
there's a lot.
They flex their morality or what they should and shouldn't do.
Oh, no. See, I am completely the other opinion though. I think first of all, every woman should totally think about doing porn because guys are terrible and we will give them money for it. So that's just playing to your market, first of all. I'm not saying you have to do it, I'm just saying guys are terrible, so it's something you should think about.
So
and
if someone said to you, you're dating them and they said to you, oh, would you do OnlyFans with me? Would you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I find this weird. Recently, like I've recorded porns before with exes and they've gone online, and I thought that was kind of normal. Found out from my friends, no, none of them had.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm very open.
So I'm not against porn by any means. Yeah? But what I'm saying is like, I can watch porn. I wouldn't do it. When I say porn, wouldn't do porn, as in I wouldn't do it as a profession.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Like a proper porn shoot.
I think there's nothing worse than watching like a porn or someone doing their business, and they stop to type a message to someone else.
Oh, we're on about like, okay, yeah, of course, yeah.
Mate, like, if it was that good, you wouldn't be like, oh, like my page and send me more hearts. Like,
that's why you put the headphones in, now they have microphones
do what you got to do and like focus on what you're doing.
That is weird, yeah, the whole, like the cam girl kind of things, that in general. Because I don't think that's as much what OnlyFans is. I think OnlyFans is more like sending videos and pictures and that.
In fact, no, I've actually got an OnlyFans page.
Really? Really?
Deadly sure. Deadly serious.
What?
Yeah, deadly. 100% I've got OnlyFans just be.
Okay. Is that like just you peeing in places or?
No. So the thing is, OnlyFans is actually created for content makers to actually sell their stuff.
Oh, that is true.
And I keep hearing these comedians talk about, I'll visit my OnlyFans page, but they're joking. Well, fuck it, I'll do it.
Well, no, if you're on about the comedian I'm on about, that's completely serious, just so you know.
No, there's a lot of them say, I'll go to my OnlyFans because they think it's a funny joke. But I thought, you know, if it's a chance to make money, I'm going to put my gigs on there. I'm going to put...
I've never heard of someone using OnlyFans for that. Never heard of that.
That's my. I've got it. I'll show you later.
I believe you.
I've got it.
I believe you.
I just need to put my content on there, and if I get money from it, then yeah, because it's not only for that, but
mainly.
Yeah, but mainly.
But it's like though, if you go on Pornhub though, there's legitimate films on there that people upload because they've realised, hold on, this doesn't get looked at as much as YouTube does. We can put actual films on here too and watch them.
Did not know that.
Yeah. There's actual films on Pornhub.
When I say I didn't know that,
Ben Shapiro was off for some reason.
I know there were films on there, but they were highly sexual films.
I mean, like actual films, like.
I remember I had an ex who had a bit of a fetish. She liked violent sex.
Oh, I had an ex who I've had quite a few I've been with quite a few girls that you probably realise this, and a lot of girls have a rape fantasy.
Yeah, so that's basically what she had.
Yeah.
And she's like, there's a really good rape scene that I saw in this film. And I was like, okay, show me. You know when you see something you can't unsee?
Yeah.
This was horrific. The scene went on for about 20 minutes.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
And she was just into it.
I definitely wasn't.
No, she wasn't.
Like I've been scarred for life ever since watching that scene, and never looked at her the same way afterwards.
This your current girlfriend?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It was an ex, and it wasn't even like romantic. It was violent and horrible.
That's what they generally. It's the idea of not liking something you know you shouldn't like.
No, but this is horrible. This is beyond that.
That's what I'm saying. That's where it comes from. Though a lot of the time, and the worse that is, it's like a lot of those. Yeah, it's a very, a lot more girls do it than you would think. Have that in there, like it is a legitimate thing.
So women and porn, women like some fucked up porn.
Women do.
Us men, we watch anything like amputees and midgets, and whatever. Yeah,
sure.
But if you actually dig down to some women's porn and watch the porn, or actually ask them what porn they like, some of the fucked up shit they watch.
I've said this many times. Women are a lot more sexually fucked up than men. A lot of the time. Obviously, that's generalisation, of course. You know what it is?
Question for you. So if you was with your lady friend, and she's like, let's watch porn, and she's like, and you're like, what are you into? And she's like, big black dicks. Right. How would that make you feel?
I'm not opposed to using a dildo in sex, so it's fine.
No. So her fetish is big black dicks.
Yeah.
That's clearly not you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but as I said at the beginning, I am very used to hearing the phrase, "You're not the kind of guy I normally go for." Normally, that big black dicks. That's what my point was.
Wouldn't you feel like a bit insecure? Like,
that's assuming that I have a tiny white dick, and that would be correct.
Okay, what I say? Do you have a big black dick?
No, honestly, it wouldn't bother me at all. Like, I had two children with a girl. I think I'm not too worried about girth down there anymore.
The funny thing is about being a black man who sometimes dates white women.
Right.
When you have a kid with them and it's a boy, sometimes that child can come out quite light.
Yeah.
But not all of them. Not the whole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So when my son was born, he was very light. Big black dick.
What?
Fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious.
That's
Sorry,
amazing.
son. But yeah. But he was so white that I could actually doubt that he's mine.
Yeah.
Pulled his nappy off, I'm like, oh.
That is mine.
Yep.
That's that. Just pee.
There it is.
That's amazing.
Like, he's making some women very happy right now.
Okay, yes, this is the older one. Okay. Okay, now. Yeah, I mean that's an actual thing anyway. Though he can like jump like.
It's not even jump. He just generally, some of my kids are quite light.
Yeah. But I mean, it can anyway though.
Yeah.
Like the same with a ginger thing too.
In the sun, like he just sounds like a motherfucker.
Is the mum white or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense then. Yeah. It's like palette colouring mixing.
No, not
Colour,
really. Just
what's the paint thing? You know what they call
like
it?
if you lay down, he'd be like a zebra crossing.
What?
Black nose, white lips.
I need to see these fingers on the boat.
Yeah, I can show you later. As soon as we finish this, I'll show you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying show me on the thing.
Oh no! It can't be shown publicly.
That's what I was confused earlier when you
Yeah.
was like,
Just
okay.
so if anyone is still watching this after how long we've been on,
shit, hour 20 minutes. That went quick. Oh shit, 10 past
So-
5.
earlier in the year, I
Let me get back up soon,
I
actually.
filmed a documentary. Really cool documentary, in fact. And I was just saying that I can't yet show it publicly because it's been taken around film festivals and it's won an award at the London Institute of Films.
Well, that sounds very fancy fucking straight away, actually.
Yeah, it's won an award, but I'm waiting for the time to show it. Now, also, today's date is the 2nd of October.
It is indeed.
Not this Wednesday, the Wednesday after. I think it's the 10th or the 11th of October.
Sounds about right. I can find out for you. Open.
Next Wednesday.
Wednesday the 12th.
Oh, maybe it's Tuesday then. So it must be the 11th of October on Dave. There's a TV show called Mel Gardrick's Unforgivable.
Yeah. Oh, I think you mentioned this to me, actually. Yeah.
I will be on that.
Ah, look at
Yep.
that.
Getting my TV spots in.
Yeah.
So I've got a little...
You're in the audience.
No.
I'm joking.
I'm on stage and I'm telling a story.
Oh, really? Oh, wow,
story.
that's banging.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
You'll have to, let's say, choose. You have to tell me the time, or do I have Dave? I can find it anyway. But
Yeah. So
Mal Goodrick. I know that name. I just can't pronounce it.
you can find it on... There's an on-demand service, so even after
Oh,
the
for
day...
Dave, it's just BBC On Demand.
No, it's not BBC.
Is it? Dave is BBC.
No.
Oh no, it's they own the old.
It's Freeview something.
Oh
But
yeah, no, it's the like gold and stuff, isn't it? Or is it the BritBox and that?
No, it's not BritBox. BritBox you might be able to get on this way. Oh, if you can get on BritBox.
Just fucking Google it, guys. Just fucking Google Dave Mal.
Gardrick's Unforgivable.
Do that instead.
Yeah.
Dave Unforgivable, not Mal, whatever her last name is.
So I'm on there with Gus Khan and there's another guy I can't remember, but also I can't remember her name now. Rasheen.
I know
So
that.
it's the episode with Gus
Oh
Khan
wait,
and
Rasheen is in the
Yeah.
That's you got to meet her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I like her.
Yeah.
Okay, fair play.
So no, and it was a really cool experience doing it. Bit of a mad story about how I got onto it. So before I started doing comedy, I was going to go watch. So I like cheap dates.
Fair enough.
So me and my missus, we like to go and watch TV shows being filmed because they're free.
I had banging. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of them are free,
Oh.
and it's a really good thing to do. A little bit different. We went to go to the Mel Gardrick show. However, as part of the application to get tickets, you need to write a story what they might find funny.
Oh, right.
So I wrote this story which they found hilarious, and when I say write it, it was a true story. They found hilarious, and they wanted me to perform it. So I got to the TV show now. You got 2 episodes being filmed today. Do you want to go on the first one or the second one? I was like, I'll go on the second one, and then I watched the first one, see how it's done.
Yeah.
So
Smart
therefore-
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went on the second one, and the first one it's a half-an-hour show. Take 4 hours to film.
That's
Second
all right,
one, 4 hours to film, and the bit I need to do is right at the end. So I'm being there for 8 hours now. I'm behind stage. They said in a minute we need to stand on this spot. The camera's going to come on. We're going to film you. Do your thing. I'm like, cool. 30 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Wait a minute, one thing. Something come through the radio. Oh, yep, we're going to wrap film for today. We're not going to film that spot. and it was the last episode of the season. And I'm like, what? They're like, I'm so sorry. Like, maybe come back next year, maybe. I was like,
Wow.
really? I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy at all.
Surprisingly.
From I didn't kick off.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you were disappointed.
The thing is, I've been telling my friends, I'm going to go on TV, I'm going to do this. Oh, how did it go?
I didn't get on
I was
TV.
there for hours and got mugged off. So,
Should have done the first one.
yeah, I should have done the first one. So, from that point forward, I was like, I want to do comedy.
Oh, is that what got the bug? Okay.
I had the bug before, but I was like, yeah, I want to do comedy, so I'm going to push
Different when you see it as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm going to do this, and that's how I kind of, one of another reasons why I pushed myself to do comedy.
Yeah.
A year later, they contact me. Would you like to do the show? And I'm like, as long as you put me on first.
Yeah, I know how it works already. Trust me, I was there for 8 fucking hours.
Yeah. So yeah, I've done this show. In fact, I think it was actually just after I last saw you actually. Cause I was shooting a couple of days after. Ran off, did the show, had an amazing time, met amazing people. Yeah, and it'd be out.
That's banging, man.
Yeah.
Make sure you fucking record it as well so you can't lose it.
No,
I mean,
I'll keep my copies of it.
get a copy and put it on fucking YouTube and shit.
Thing
Well,
is
actually, no, you
that-
probably wouldn't be able to do it actually.
I don't know.
I don't know, because it's for the day, but they normally moan, don't they?
Oh.
Just give it someone else's name. Just make up an account and do it. They'll never know.
Yeah, I could do that.
They'll never know. Just share it. It's fine.
Well, I'll find a way. There's always a way.
That's really cool, man. I think we're probably ready to pack up now anyway.
Cool.
Because it's 1:15. It's gone quick.
Quarter past what?
5.
Alright, sweet.
Yeah. Do your plugs again first? You might as well.
Right, so I've got a couple more gigs this week. I'm in the middle of doing 8 gigs.
It probably won't come out till like Thursday or so anyway. So.
Okay. So yeah, by the time you're seeing this, I've done my 7 gigs in 8 days. I've got my next gig is this coming Monday at Backyard Comedy Club with Quincy the comedian. Big fan of his. Big famous black Bayesian comedian. So yeah, comedian. I'm really excited to be doing stuff with him.
So many bees in that description.
And then on Wednesday I'm doing Lewisham with another really good big black comedian called
Up age.
Junior Booker. Junior Booker, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to be doing that. And then I'm taking a little break for a week, and I've got a couple Murph gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Murph. What's Murph?
what's Murph?
What is Murph?
So Murph.
I should know what Murph is. That sounds like something I should know.
Yeah, no, you should know Murph. So if you get a Murph gig, you drop everything else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
I mean, I'm like 4 or 5 years in now, and I'm just starting to try and understand what fringe is.
okay. I've done a couple of fringes. No, so Murph gigs are big deals. In at this stage, they're also a talent agency. They've got quite a few people in there, and when you get a Murph gig, you take it. So
What is that exactly?
Murph is a company.
Oh, okay.
They also did the Bath Comedy Festival competition, which I entered. Didn't win, but did well. They saw me and liked my stuff, and
It's all about the taking part. Unless you win, then it's definitely about the
yeah,
winning.
for
Let's be
sure, for
honest.
sure.
It's
And,
definitely about the winning.
So I've got a gig with him in Gloucester, not this Saturday, the Saturday after, and then I've got one with Cheltenham on the Saturday next week, and then the Sunday after is Gloucester. So I've got a couple of gigs with him.
Okay,
So really looking forward to it. She's good rooms. Let's hope that they don't mind my baby joke.
Yeah. I don't think it was the baby joke, it was the walking off, wasn't it, that they had the issue with?
She had an issue with a lot of things.
Yeah, apparently so. I don't understand that at all. Like, that's such a weird thing to get and tell someone they can't come perform again at.
They're not that I couldn't perform again.
Or that you couldn't the first time at all. You could never, ever.
Yeah, with her.
Yeah.
But she's a new comedian. I'll say this, I don't find her funny at all.
Don't you think it's hilarious when new people come in and start telling everyone exactly how to do things or something? So I've been around like 4 or 5 years. I would never tell someone who's on like 10, 15 years. I would never be like, you should do this, you're doing it, but it'd be better if you did this like this. Even if I generally thought they're doing something really badly. Well, no, it's generally something like that, like a little thing, you know. But
before we cut this,
yes,
this is what I want to talk about.
go on then.
So as a comedian, There's a lot of competition, and a lot of people don't want to tell you if you're bad.
Yeah.
I get that. But if no one tells you you're bad, how do you know?
Well, how could somebody?
So I know some
somebody couldn't decide you're bad, so.
I know some comedians who I think are awful.
Who what? Oh, think you're awful.
No, I think are awful.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I wouldn't dare to tell them. However, I feel someone does need to tell them, like.
Well, I mean, shouldn't it be more of a case of just like
You watch their videos online, and in the audience, no one's laughing. Or if someone is laughing, it's their friends who they brought with them.
Yeah. But that could, at the same time, be there's a lot of psychological reasons why that could be as well, though. Like we said, like just because they're not laughing doesn't mean your joke's not good. Could mean that they're not ready for you. Like your material's a bit too edgy for them. Could mean
it's not the case of edgy. It's just where's the
it's just
punchline?
bad.
Where do you want? I'm watching your video, and I'm like, where do you want me to laugh? Like, you tell me when I should laugh, and I'll laugh. But I don't know when you want me to laugh.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing, though. If that's the case, should that be comedy? Is something you can learn. I think some people are naturally better, like naturally more comedic in the way they talk, or they can be a bit more animated, whatever it is. There's some people that have that more natural stuff. The people that don't have quite the natural thing, I think there's still ways they can figure it out. Maybe it's just takes them a bit longer.
So I would like people to tell me, and everyone comes and sees me, if you don't find me or my joke funny, it's not going to offend me if you tell me.
Yeah, but it wouldn't change what you do either, would it? Though?
If I get enough people telling me that particular thing isn't funny.
Oh yeah, that one joke.
But I would like people to tell me, because I don't want to be that guy who thinks he's funny and is not.
I think everyone though, there's always going to be people that don't think you're funny. There's people that don't think Dave Chappelle's funny. People that don't think Kevin Hart's funny. You know what I mean?
I've watched a couple of Dave Chappelle's last couple of Netflix specials.
You're going to say the same thing. There's not many jokes in there.
No, there's not.
There's not. No.
There's not. I think he's a comedian who can afford to do a special and not tell jokes.
Yeah. You just, I mean, to me, a comedian anyway doesn't have to be joke after joke after joke. It's just someone you want to listen to talk. That's the main thing for me. No, but you have to angle more towards the funny.
I just want to put out there that as a comedian, I like positive feedback. I also like negative feedback, and I'm happy to take it. And I'll decide what I do with it. But what I don't want is people not to tell me if it's that bad, because I've seen comedians who are that bad, no one tells them, and I think they need to be told.
You think, basically it's the difference between good or bad. You're happy for feedback, you're happy for criticism. Constructive criticism, which I think everyone should. You should always look at things and try and look at, like you mentioned earlier about a promoter looking at something through a comic's eyes, basically, and not thinking about the audience, which is why I always, like, when I'm doing something, for example, anytime, like, we used to do my gigs, and we'd be thinking about who to bring on for the bigger ones, like the actual shows and that, and where I kind of cherry pick more. Then I'll not only go by my opinion, but my mum, if she's been there a lot, who doesn't do comedy or anything, she doesn't even watch comedy, I'll get her opinion too.
Before we continue about that, your mum's amazing. The very first gig I did, I swear your mum looked like she was going to fall out of her chair. I've got on video, and I said to her,
she said today,
are you okay? Like, I had to stop the gig, like, are you okay? She was laughing so hard.
When I said today who it was that was coming, she was like, oh, I really liked him. He gave me a rose.
Yeah, no, I've got a lot of time for your mum.
Mummy's a very entertaining person, to be fair. I told her, she should jump on a fucking mobility scooter and she could fucking do comedy herself.
Why not? I haven't seen that done before. I've seen loads of midgets.
No, vertically challenged. Get it right.
What? They call themselves midgets.
Did I?
Yeah.
I think they call themselves dwarfs.
No, the ones I've seen, they call themselves.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
And I've seen people who are like an inch bigger than a midget, and they say, "Oh, I'm disappointed," but
the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her at a GURPS thing recently. She missed out on the disability.
I'm
not going to say that's her joke, but
yeah, I've seen her a few times, and I think she's quite cool.
Yeah, she's the first ever time I've seen her, she had to run off in the middle too because she had a time thing, and I was like, that person's cool. I need to know her name as well because I want to get her on a show.
Have you realised midgets always have nice asses?
Yeah, it's because it's a plush down, isn't it? Want to stick out? Yeah.
Just saying, it's something I know. Not saying from that video. Huh? Just saying midgets have nice asses.
Oh.
Just midgets in general, do.
Well, now I'm really confused about what that video entails.
No, not that video. I'm saying other videos.
Oh, I thought you were saying like you got caught like in a midget orgy or something. Like bouquet.
Midgets don't like black men. I don't know why.
What? That's a bit broad, isn't it? You can't say that. What did they think they're gonna? What's gonna happen?
Don't know.
David and Goliath thing?
Maybe.
They're worried. I mean, I'm saying that like fucking Goliath was black. I assume he was probably Middle Eastern. I don't know.
There's a lot of things I can say, and I think I probably should stop.
But if you do want to hear him say it, come down to the Brass House later.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'll do my plugs as well then. Even though I don't know which. Okay. Wrestling with Egos. I will be doing a brand new wrestling podcast from Friday or Saturday onwards. I can't wait. I get to talk wrestling with people and then not have to go through the effort of editing it afterwards.
Decent.
So nice. But they're American, so it'll be 2 o'clock in the morning. But hopefully it's not live.
In here?
No, what? In here?
Is that what you're doing it from in here?
I'm doing it from the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I can at least get high at the same time. But 2 in the morning, I ain't gonna be one walking around anywhere. The amount of times that I'll probably come back from a gig and be like a bit drunk or something, and it's like, I wasn't gonna do it today because I had a gig, but I might as well. And then to be a drunken mess.
When is your next? Oh, you're talking about your comedy quiz.
Yeah. Well, the comedian quiz off is finally gonna be 2 years in the making. Gonna be in person. It's something like episode, I don't know what it is now, but that will be recorded and put online too. But of course, you can come down, watch it in person, £3 or whatever you can afford to come at the Actress and Bishop in Birmingham on the 23rd of November. The Actress and Bishop in Birmingham, 23rd November at 7:30 p.m. With myself hosting, with the contestants being Nathan Parrish, Callum Jarvis Jones, Alex Plant, and Griff the Grafter Man. I think that's everything.
Thanks for the invite.
Oh. I didn't give you one. Now I was trying to go for people, all the classic people from the quiz.
No, that's cool. Griff did it with you, but that's cool. Griff's a nice guy. I've got a lot of time for him.
I never said Chris.
Griff.
Oh, Griff.
Yeah,
Griff. Yeah, he was on like the 3rd ever one or the 2nd ever one.
Cool guy. I met him recently, and we get on well. I like him.
Yeah, Griff's cool. He's a fucking. He's all over. He's very excited about new ideas.
Yeah,
gets extremely excited about them.
Yeah, he is.
That's as far as it goes.
That's a cool guy.
Me, him, and someone else. A few of us actually at the beginning of the lockdown. Griff decided that we should all write a rap.
Okay.
We'll do to the theme tune straight out of Compton and be straight out of lockdown. We'll each do a verse each.
Okay.
Out of the 4 of us, I was the only one that wrote it.
Okay.
And
I want to see it, but
I performed it many times at gigs.
Do it now.
What's up, my hunkies? I'm KD, a funny fucker with a lisp who's now an MC. I can talk my way out of a predicament. I do it all with a speech impediment. The po-po, yeah? I'm not hassling. I'm just in my pants at home watching wrestling. Don't heckle like a bitch to me. Won't be no kicker, just a 1, 2, 3, no reaction. Well, I lost a bet. Didn't think you would notice that it wasn't hard yet. Oh, well, you're gushing. You were my Niagara. You flow so fast. You're my Viagra. This whole pandemic, not eugenics. Just a man and a bat who with sex and never regret it. So come with me if you want to live. I'm the baby face, yo. One hunky piece. One hunky piece.
That's not as bad as I thought it would be.
One hunky piece. Thank you.
No, it's not really my type of music, but I think you did okay.
It's better when if I had a longer tongue.
I'm trying to do that thing like that backhanded compliment.
Oh, okay. I got one about my mum. I bet you didn't expect me to actually fucking do it then, did you?
No, I didn't actually. I wasn't joking. But yeah, you've really ready had it in the chamber.
Man, that's fucking in my head now. You have no idea. Stuck in there, man. Right then. So I think we are good. We're going to get ready and go perform some funnies in town.
Cool.
We'll let the politicians over the road.